So here we are with the most popular 2024 Toyota Raize 1.2 hybrid.
Exactly.
Yes. Series hybrid. So Ashok, you're behind the wheel. How are you feeling, man?
Well, it's like driving an EV, and that's because in a series hybrid, what happens is you have an internal combustion engine, but that engine never touches the wheels. It basically sends the power to charge the battery.
Yes.
And there's a small battery in this, which basically then powers your electric motor. So, in a way, driving this is like driving an EV because you are basically driving an EV. There is no direct connection between the engine and the front wheels, but you also have a bit of that engine sound, especially when you go a bit quickly, you'll hear it
Yes.
because the engine responds to the demand of the motor from the battery. So
Yes.
it's basically like a kind of like think about it like having like a little buffer tank, think about it like having a pitcher of beer. Your pitcher is being refilled as you fill your glass. Because Mahen's a beer fan, I had to throw that in there.
Thanks, Ashok. I'm on a detox these days, so
I mean,
don't
that's a
tempt
good
me.
Don't tempt him, okay.
Yeah, so Ashok, so this is one of the most popular subcompact SUVs in the country, and I think across multiple markets. I heard that this vehicle has been exported to 50 countries across, and interestingly, it's known by different names, Ashok.
Yes, because no less than 4 automakers offer this vehicle in some form. I mean, you've got the Subaru Rex, you've got the Daihatsu Rocky, you've got the Perodua Ativa,
Yes.
and the Toyota Raize. So,
yes.
in that sense, I mean, this is a very smart decision by Daihatsu, who is owned by Toyota, of course, to create a platform like this where, multiple automakers can benefit from it.
Correct, and this comes in a 1-liter turbo variant as well, Ashok.
That's the most popular in Sri Lanka at the moment, like in terms of volume.
Yes.
I mean, to be honest, Mahen, I didn't even know that a hybrid had made it here until the owner of this vehicle, Chandimal, who very kindly reached out to us on Facebook Messenger and offered his vehicle. So thank you for that, Chandimal. We are really, really happy when people reach out to us and offer the vehicle, because it shows that you are enjoying our content and you like what we do.
Exactly.
And we also like what we do, which is bringing you the very best. I think fun fact, Mahen, we have come to this brand new car review straight from a classic car event.
I know, right? So we don't discriminate. We do classic cars, we do new electric cars, we do petrol cars, we do, whatever it is.
Yep, exactly.
And, in the future, we can even surprise you with what we have in mind.
Yes. I mean, basically anything with a motor in it, or electric or internal combustion. I mean, I don't know, Mahen, we might do a train one day, who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
possible.
you for sure.
Oh yes, I'd love it. But back to the Raize, I mean, it's very smooth, Mahen. I just feel like I'm driving an EV, and if I just put my foot down there,
right,
you get that instant torque, but you also hear the engine.
Yes.
I don't know if our viewers could hear that, but that is how the system works. So what's happening is the motor is demanding more power from the battery, and the engine is responding to that demand by revving up. I think the engine in this revs up to 5,200 RPM or something, depending on how much you demand. That's what I remember reading about last night when educating myself on the vehicle.
Right.
So that's why you hear the engine when you flow it. But now that I'm just going very calmly, it's silent.
Yeah, that is true, Ashok.
And of course, there's one thing before I forget, I must talk about Mahen, and that's that Toyota build quality. You can feel it here, everything from the feel of the steering wheel to the way these buttons click to everything. It has that inimitable is the word I think they use for it, because it's you're in a Toyota.
Yes.
How are you feeling in the passenger seat?
Great, Ashok, and there's quite a bit of space in here as well. I mean, for a family, this is one of the most...
There's a 1-liter turbo right there.
I guess one of the most affordable subcompacts in the non-EV category that people could consider. And I know a few owners of this vehicle, actually the 1-liter turbo, and they have had no issues so far. They've run more than 70,000 kilometers, and they really like this vehicle, Ashok. And no wonder it's quite popular in Sri Lanka and all over the world, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, actually, before the economic crisis and things like that, Mahen, when I was just idly thinking about cars to upgrade my wife's Wagon-R with, the Raize was one of the options that I looked at when I had one kid. Now I have two, so yes, exactly. So I need to think about something a little larger, because I don't pack light, and then you have to take so much of stuff and go to kids' toys, blah blah blah. So in that sense, But I think a vehicle like this still could meet my needs.
Yes, and Ashok, design-wise, I see a lot of sharp edges. I think it flows from the outside to the inside seamlessly. Very simple interior, and I like the meter cluster also. It's not too busy, but I think it's showing what you
That
need
is
to
true. That is true. It's a full digital cluster.
see. Yes.
Now, I believe 1 litre turbo variants, Mahen, not all of them get the full digital cluster. Excuse me, that's my phone ringing.
Go fast. Go for
can
it.
I pause it?
Go for it. Yeah, Ashok, we're back, and I noticed on the meter cluster that we're doing almost 21 kilometers per liter.
Yes, and that's not driving in any conscious eco fashion either.
Exactly.
And I think there's one thing I feel, and that is if you're a person who wants to adapt to an EV but you're not yet ready to make that leap,
Yes.
I think something like this would probably be a very good transition because you have that EV driving experience because it's an EV when driving.
Yes.
But you also have that internal combustion engine sound and feel of it. Plus, you can discern a little bit of the vibration, especially when the engine revs up a bit, Mahen.
Yes.
So I think a vehicle like this is a very good bridge. You know, it's gonna flow it. You heard that the engine spun up to maximum and stayed there, a bit like a CVT, but that's because it's sending the maximum power to the battery. So that's how these work.
Yes.
It's an efficient system.
Yeah, and we're taking our usual route up the flyover here in Colombo. And how are you feeling, Ashok, overall? Like, how's the driving feel?
Very good. Very good. I'm really enjoying it. I mean, it's very enjoyable.
Yeah.
We've got, I think, 105 horsepower and I think about 180 or 200 Newton meters or something like that. But more than enough.
Yes.
More than enough. If I had to say something I would have liked to see, which is offered in the 1 litre turbo variant, it is all-wheel drive.
Yes. Yes. I think it's only for the Japanese market, if I'm not mistaken, Ashok.
Nothing coming that way. This and that is only for the 1 litre turbo, whereas I don't know, I'm thinking maybe if Toyota installs say a second motor to drive the rear wheels, that would have been rather nice, don't you think?
Agreed.
Give it something closer to 200 horsepower.
Agreed, Ashok.
And then you've got a little, pocket rocket, so to speak, there.
Fair enough. Okay, we're good, bro.
So I'm just going to drive it into Port City. So we are back, and now it's Mahen's turn.
Yes. Ashok,
What do you think, Mahen?
Again, very smooth. From the point I did this, gear coming back to drive scenario, I felt that this car is very smooth, and when I'm driving it also, I feel the same, Ashok. Very nice steering feel, and what I noticed is at slower speeds, that steering is of course softer, but the moment I start driving, it it tightens a bit.
Firms up a bit.
Yeah.
And also you would have heard that beep there, that's the lane keeping assist warning you if you're veering out of lane. It activates above a certain speed.
Correct. And so this is a rare model for Sri Lanka, a Raize hybrid, 1.2 litre. And so Ashok, again, in terms of driving position, in terms of how the steering wheel looks like, the functions on it, I think it's a very useful or practical car for a country like this. Again, the air conditioning is great as well.
Oh yes, that is fantastic.
Chandimal tells us that he's been a fan of Toyota for a while, and these vehicles hold value really well, Ashok, and especially for a Toyota in the subcompact category, I think this is one of the most popular, especially considering the price range it's at.
Yeah, I mean it's quite a good buy, especially for a small family to use, because you've got enough space. I mean, we'll be showing you the rear seat space and the trunk and all that stuff. But yeah, it's a very sensible vehicle, no, Mahen?
Correct, Ashok. So we are in a nice white exterior vehicle with a black trim inside, and this comes also in an interesting color, Ashok, like an orangish red. Have you seen that?
Yes, I've seen that.
Yes.
And I've also seen there is a blue.
Yes.
And then of course you have the black and the metallic greys, the silvers, that kind of thing.
Yes.
So overall, yeah, there's a fairly decent range of colors for the Raize range.
Yes.
And I'm also noticing, yes, the
Very nice.
interior, how do you like the
very nice.
Performance is good, isn't it,
nice.
Mahen?
Yeah, it is very nice.
It corners quite nicely also.
Yes.
So what I was saying is I've noticed that the interior, even though the lower parts are black, the upper parts are grey, which is once again a bit of a two-tone thing and very nice.
Correct.
Because otherwise, when it's all black, I mean, it can get a little bit dark in there, doesn't it? But this is quite airy.
That's true.
And you can hear the engine when you push it on a bit, but like we mentioned, it's a series hybrid, so the engine is never driving the wheels.
Yes. Yeah, like you said, Ashra, cornering
feels very
nice.
Planted, doesn't it?
Yeah. And a nice driving position as well, Ashra. It's tall.
It's tall, yes. Even the passenger seat also, you sit quite high up. You can see the bonnet.
Yes, you can see the bonnet. And see, now Chandimal also mentioned to us that when he drives in traffic during rush hour, he does almost 21 to 22 kilometers per liter, which is like amazing.
Yeah, that is really, really good. And those are figures that, most drivers of regular petrol vehicles would dream about.
Yes. So, this particular vehicle is a 1.2 liter hybrid. So, of course, it will fetch a higher value than the standard 1 liter turbo, which is almost 12 million right now. Right, Ashrak? But
yeah,
again, these cars can be considered an investment because mostly in Sri Lanka, especially, Toyotas seldom lose value.
That is
they
true.
only appreciate.
They do.
Yeah.
Toyotas do, and that's one thing that the brand has extremely strong reputation in Sri Lanka for that factor.
Yes.
And of course, when you see the Toyota hybrid synergy type badge on a Toyota, you also know, okay, fine, that's one of the most reliable hybrid systems you're going to find around there. Because, I mean, we still see even second generation Prius variants from, say, 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
They're still running. I mean, I think I related this story to you some time ago. I went in a pick-me Prius taxi.
Yeah.
And it was second gen. And the vehicle was literally falling apart. Like, I mean, the interior was worn, the boot lid didn't close properly. There were like a lot of issues with it, but it was moving.
Yes.
The AC was cooling, and the display was telling me that the fuel efficiency was 16 kilometers per liter.
Right. So some of the classics that we saw in the morning.
From the event that we were at in the morning, you can see some of them are now
leaving,
heading off after that.
Yes.
And yeah, it's been a nice morning, hasn't it, Mahen? From classics to modern.
Definitely, and that's what we are. We want to bring the best to you from the classic world and the modern world. So I think it's the perfect balance, the perfect fusion, I guess, Ashok.
Yep.
Yes.
And don't forget to
subscribe.
Very important.
Cool.